There's also a YouTube channel called MRCTV. It is vile. I mean, what they show is that they're great people, but what they're showing is vile, which would really wake people up. Like, you watch a partial birth abortion, you automatically become against abortion.
Right. Exactly. Oh, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, you find that when there are like graphic images displays, there are always those people that come up and just say like, I had no idea that this is what abortion was. I really believe that it was a clump of cells or whatever. Yeah, or they just hadn't ever like really thought about it. But when you see it with your eyes, and this is an important part. I want to tie into the civil rights movement. When in the civil rights movement, a big turning point happened when the world saw Emmett Till's body. So Emmett Till was a young black boy. I think he was 14 in the United States. I think he was in Alabama, maybe Mississippi, but he was accused of flirting with a white woman. So later that day, a group of white men tortured and killed him. And when he was found the next day, he had been visiting, I think, his cousins in out of state. His mother was contacted to be told that her son had passed away and that he had died a violent death, basically as a result of racism. And Mamie Till Mobley, I don't remember her maiden name, but she came to see her son and to have the funeral and the burial. And she insisted that Emmet have an open casket funeral. And everyone was like, no, why? Because he was completely just emaciated and destroyed. And she said, no, I want the world to see what they did to my baby. Yeah. And the media showed up. Yeah, the media showed up and they took a picture of his body in his open casket. And that newspaper photo was seen by the entire world. And it put a face to the reality of what was happening in the dark, in the woods, at night, by white supremacists to black people. It put a face on the deaths that never got recorded or reported. And it was because Mamie said, no, I want the world to see what they did to my baby, that so many people were able to wake up. And so when it comes to graphic images, no matter where people stand on it, there is something to be said for seeing what abortion really is in reality, because Planned Parenthood is going to pink wash everything and make their services look completely professional and nonviolent, when in reality it's gory and it's inhuman, and we have to see it in order to understand what it is and be motivated to stop it.
Yeah, that's one story, but I mean, the same thing can be said about the Jews in the Holocaust. Like, you see the images and you go, effing hell, that's just, what? Like, it just changes you. And I just want to also add, this is unrelated to anything, but hey guys, that's real racism. That's what racism is, okay? Alright. That's racism, not the stuff that apparently is racist.
Well, and you know, I mean, Planned Parenthood was founded on racist ideology. So the founder, it's hard to make the case that she was really like a racist in the same way that people who killed Emmett Till. Oh yeah, she's been canonized by the left, but yeah, she definitely founded Planned Parenthood on the idea of negative eugenics. So positive eugenics is where you just encourage people that you don't think should be having kids to not have kids, but negative eugenics is where you like actively work to weed out the populations that you don't think should exist. And she thought anyone who was poor or mentally incapacitated and whatever, like, basically.
I've read some quotes that say that she said something about, she didn't say black, she said Negroes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, her philosophy was very racist, and so the ideology was extremely problematic, and it basically said that certain people have a right to live and other people don't, which is the talking point that Planned Parenthood uses today.
Absolutely. That's ridiculous. What about religious figures? So there are many religious figures today that don't talk enough about things like abortion. And I know you're a Catholic, but I'm going to mention your figurehead now. Which I apologize. But the Pope has not been very good on this matter. The previous Pope, yes, and many of the previous popes were great on the subject of abortion, and Mother Teresa was great on the subject of abortion. abortion. But the current Pope is quite, well, for lack of a better word, he's bad. He's not a good guy. Like, he just...
Well, so the media...
Yeah.
The media reports very selectively on him. Yeah, I will. So he actually has the same views on abortion and most subjects as the previous popes. And he actually talks about them. He has talked about how abortion is wrong and how we have to value every human life. And he has a very strong...
few minutes on it. It's not...
It doesn't get the media attention that other quotes do. So the media, it's been very strange, the media's reaction to him. So he is different. I'm not going to argue that he's not different from previous popes. He is a little bit of a novelty. But when it comes to the issues of abortion and other topics that are important to us, he does speak out, and quite frequently. But the media has chosen to highlight certain things that he says and to downplay others. So his quotes on abortion never really get publicized.
I'll take your word for it, okay?
Yeah, and I can try to send you some. I don't know, was it under my name? Because I was writing before I got married too. Yeah, I think it's under Lauren Enriquez. If you search on the Live Action News site, I have a few articles on Pope Francis' pro-life position, especially before he became the Pope, when he was a bishop in Argentina. But he does talk on it, but the media likes to latch on to his positions on the environment because they think that he's a leftist and they want to portray him as such, and it fits their narrative.
I've in my head, I've already demonized him. I can admit that. So I would like to, if you can change my mind, hey, change my mind. No, but I don't feel like he likened Muhammad to Jesus Christ.
The Pope says that ISIS's conquest of the Middle East is just like Jesus sending out his disciples. Pope Francis told a French Catholic newspaper, "I don't think there is a fear of Islam as such, but of ISIS and its war of conquest, which is partly drawn from Islam. It is true that the idea of conquest is inherent in the soul of Islam. However, it is also possible to interpret the objective in Matthew's Gospel, where Jesus sends his disciples to all nations in terms of the same idea of conquest. ISIS's war of conquest is like Jesus sending out his disciples. Yeah, I must have missed that Bible chapter where Jesus' disciples beheaded people, forced them into sex slavery, and made them pay a tax on pain of death if they refused to convert."
Okay, I haven't heard, so I would have to see it. You can send it to me.
Well, do you know what? I'm going off... This will look bad. I'll probably edit this bit out. But I'm going off a Paul Joseph Watson video. And Paul Joseph Watson from InfoWars.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who that is? He's a cute British...
Yeah, I know who InfoWars is. Yeah.
Okay, so he's the cute white guy with the, talking in front of a map going, oh...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is InfoWars talking. Okay, sure. So they will definitely edit out the context of Pope Francis to push their narrative. As will, there's also pro-life sites that will do that to the Pope, unfortunately, because they want to, I don't really know why, but they really want to portray him as a leftist, just like the leftist media does. So they'll ignore, it does, it will brand him that way. Another thing that kind of caused him to be seen as a leftist is that he wrote an encyclical, which is like a letter to the faithful, and it was on the stewardship of the environment. So what happened is a whole bunch of people on the far right and then all of the left read certain segments of the letter, and they basically said, oh, Pope Francis is a tree hugger, to their dismay and to their glee. Pope Francis is a tree hugger. But if you read the whole letter, it's not that at all. He's saying we have to take care of the environment because humanity, which is the highest of creation, depends on the environment. And so it was a very, it was a very sound, not leftist leaning in terms of environment letter. But it was definitely, all the context was read out. People just pulled out a few sentences as sound bites. But yeah, he's very much a pope where you have to read the context of what he says. And I would...
Open borders, though. Unless I'm wrong about that too, and I don't know.
I think you might be right about that, and to that I would say on issues, even including the environment to some extent, but on issues that are political, especially current political issues, popes can have opinions, bishops can have opinions. We don't take those as doctrine. So we only take as morally binding, the things that they state when it comes to matters of the faith. So the Pope can be for open borders, and I, as a Catholic, can think he's wrong.
Oh, of course. No, that's fair, because he's
and I'm not in
he's not God. He's just a man.
Right, but I mean, if he said something on abortion, it would be in line with Catholic teaching, and I would be bound to, adhere to it, if that makes sense. Because abortion is a moral issue, but if he said something on politics, so it's possible that he has. I don't think he's right on the refugee crisis.
I don't either. And my parents are immigrants, and you're married to an immigrant, so we're allowed to say this, even though we'll come across as racist.
And maybe his opinion has changed now that we've seen that there were bad effects from the way that the open borders countries handled that crisis. I don't know, because I don't really keep up with what he says on politics at all.
Fair enough. Are you writing anything right now that we should know about?
Well, I am hoping to bang out a book this year, but we'll see how it goes. And I do want to highlight how the pro-life cause has parallels to the civil rights movement.
And write about that parallel.
I think it's something that would be powerful if we learn more about it. So I'm still in the research phase, but hopefully it will be done sometime this year.
Will your book have photos of the gory?
If they do, maybe I'll add a trigger warning, and maybe I won't.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll see. I haven't decided that yet.
Do you think, that's what I was going to tell you before, I just remembered. Some time ago, we'll finish up soon, but some time ago, I was reading an article, and in the article, it was a British mum and her husband, and they had 2 girls, and they were really happy with their life. Everything was perfection, la-di-da. Life was good. And then she found out quite late that she was pregnant the 3rd time, and she was angry about it because she's like, oh, I didn't want to be pregnant a 3rd time. This is really inconvenient for me. And unlike the US, Europe cuts off abortion at about 15 to 20 weeks. So they're quite conservative in that respect, thank Christ. So that's good. And so she was too late to have an abortion. So she had to bring this little boy, it was a boy, to term. And this article made me cry. I think I might add it to the description box below. In the article, she basically says that she's talking in a forum, actually, and she's saying that she was talking in a forum of women, and she was saying to these women, I know what I'm feeling is wrong, and it's horrible, and I know I'm going to get demonized for saying it, and even in my head, I'm demonizing her. The only thing I give her credit for is that she acknowledges that fact.
Right.
But she does not love him. She has no emotion for this child. She didn't want the boy. The husband doesn't want the boy. And the boy says, Mommy, look at me, or whatever it is he's saying, and she completely ignores him. She has no feelings for him whatsoever, and he has to ask her for a hug. He goes, can I have a hug? Because he notices that she has so much love for these 2 daughters. But then whatever she has for this child, this 3rd child, it's all pushed, it's all forced.
Wow.
And he can see it. He's asking his mum for a hug. It's like... and the story made me feel so bad. And then I showed the story to my friend because I'm like, what do you think of this? And she's not like pro-life or pro-choice. She just doesn't think of the issue. But she did say, kind of makes you think that that's a good argument for abortion, huh? And I was like,
wow.
No. That's not the response you should have gone to. That was not the default response you should have gone to.
Right.
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts on that? Like, Like, the story made me bawl. I never bawl my eyes out when I read. I don't usually, I'm not like a cold-hearted monster. I just don't cry when I read.
Yeah.
I cried. Like, it was, it got me. Yeah.
Well, as the mom of 3 boys, that would make me cry too. I can't imagine. So I can't personally identify with that thought at all. Every time I've been pregnant, I've been like, woo! But I love it. I want to have more too. But, a couple things. I would say, look, this woman, they are squishable. So this woman wanted an abortion. And this is what happened. This is what abortion culture leads to. It leads to this idea that I'm entitled. Yes, it leads to this idea that I'm entitled to get rid of people when I don't want them in my life. And if I can't, I might still carry that attitude into that child's life out of the womb, as we see with this woman. You have to wonder if abortion had never been on the table. If abortion, close your eyes and imagine a world without abortion. I mean, seriously, take 5 minutes. But honestly, like, you have to think about all the things that would be different in the world if there were no abortion. How many of your friends have... No, overpopulation is a myth. We can talk about that next.
Next time.
There you go. No, but listen, this is the mentality that in a world where abortion is always a choice, elective abortion, not because you're dying, you know, but just because you don't want this particular child. This is the fruit of the reality in our culture. So that's the first thing I would say is that woman's attitude is the fruit of the abortion culture, where people are disposable. And if you don't want somebody and your feelings are not the best toward them, then you can just throw them away. So the second thing I would say is, practically speaking, now that he's here and she's still not having the feelings, first of all, love is a decision. It's a choice that you make every day. And she can go out of her way to fake it till she makes it. I mean, you can give that child every ounce of love that you're giving your other two children. Maybe with the other two you have the warm, cuddly feelings. And with this one, you're doing it out of a sense of duty. And that's okay, because sometimes love is not associated with feelings. And that requires a level of selflessness that's wiped out when we think that throwing people away is okay. So I really think that you can't separate these two things. If we want to have strong, healthy families, and we want to understand what love is beyond a feeling, we've got to get rid of abortion in our culture, because it's ruining everything. And that's not to be melodramatic. Like, this really is the fruit of what we have accepted as normal.
Yeah, it's really disappointing. I think I don't know. I think the sisters will notice at some point, and maybe will get love.
This is good for everybody.
Yeah, it's not good, and it's a disease. It's infecting the minds of women everywhere, and it's funny because you think of a human being at this when they're 20, and then you think of a human being when they're 80. That's different stages of life. So why does it make a difference when it's in the womb?
Right. Exactly. I mean, and what we're seeing is, with the rise of abortion, we're also seeing in other countries the rise of euthanasia and assisted suicide. So it is starting to happen at the bookends of life, at the beginning and the end, getting rid of people. And we're going to have to start asking, what's going to happen when I'm a 35-year-old who develops macular degeneration? Like, am I going to be viewed as disposable? Because now in some countries, people are starting to be euthanized at their request or not, just because they have issues that make them deemed disposable.
Yeah, it's really pathetic.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a mind F.
We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and we have way more to discuss. We didn't get anything. I mean, we got a lot off the ground, but I feel like
I would be happy to come back again.
I'd be happy to come back. Likewise. Do you have a channel?
No.
Personally have one? No. Okay.
Not a YouTube channel. I have a Twitter at Enriquez.
Yes, I know. I just followed you. Well, so thank you so much, Lauren, for coming on my channel. I really do appreciate it. I think our messages are very similar, and I think maybe that's why we built this great rapport.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I had such a great time talking to you. And keep up what you're doing. I think it's so important, and I hope your channel grows really huge.
Oh, thank you. And come to Australia and talk to people here about abortion, because even though here we only do it, our cutoff is only 20 weeks or so, which is, I guess, a form of progress. It would be good if it wasn't.
Yeah. Actually, if we had more time, I'd want to ask you all about the history of abortion in Australia and stuff. So we'll definitely have to talk again.
I would need to research it for certain.
I really don't
know everything about. I know a lot about American abortion. I know that it's 3,000 a day. It's about 300,000 a year. It's a lot. You guys.
It's about 1 million a year.
Yeah. Well, for a Christian nation, or once upon a time a Christian nation, it's really shocking to hear that a secular country like Australia is a lot more respectful of the fetuses than Americans. It's very odd. It doesn't compute.
I think it doesn't compute either. That's why I can't sleep at night, because I'm like, how is this really still happening?
It's heartbreaking. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm gonna let you go. And everyone, add Lauren Enriquez on your Twitters and look out for her writings, and I will have your New York Times piece in the description box below.
Thank you. Yeah, and visit humancoalition.org. Gotta throw that in there.
That's right. Sorry, by the way, I also donated to them.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's okay. It was worth it. I believe so much in what you're doing, so
I really appreciate it.
I was going to do it, yeah. So, and I did. So.
Awesome. Well,
I'll add that description as well if people want to donate, because that's.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, that's okay. I think what you're doing is really important and needs to be heard.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it.